Okay, first, let's talk about if you today have any issue, topic, or questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, one. So just dive in. First of all, here, look at the windows over here. These 4 grids, they are all 0 DTE. And the left one here, it's a OTM with filter. Alright, so this is the classic one net read you have. And the next one here, the second one, it's 0 DTE as well, but its moniness is ATM with filter. And the third one, grid, this is 0 DTE as well, but it's ITM with filter. And the last one is not any specific moniness, just all moniness, included OTM, ATM, ITM, and with filter. Clear? One for that corner. All right, okay. So the next one, we have gex here. That's gex. Then next here is delta exposure is dex, and they both 0 DTE. And this one is 1 DTE, and this one is 2 DTE. They are not really important for day trade, okay? But sometimes we will take a look on it, but sometimes, okay? So if there is a needs, I will tell you. And the right one in the downside here, it's just open interest, right? Just open interest. Clear about this corner? Is that clear? Okay, clear. So next one here, the left downside here, the corner, the 3 grids, they are 1 DTE and 2 DTE with no moniness, with no filter. And they are not really important either. So if there is needs, I will tell you, but not for day trade actually. But sometimes if something like important event happened after 1 day or 2 days, then well, we will take a look at it. So let's just forget it and just put it there. Clear? Just confirm. Okay. So basically all done. And here is VIX, you know that. And here is the SPX, you know that. Okay, so that's quite all. So let's just view the market situation right now. What's the circumstances right now? First of all, we look at the net drift, this 4 grid. They are representing premium, right? So call premium and put premium. For OTM, this one, I think you remember, OTM means if the markets go to the probability which is small, For example, today, go up 2%. That's small probability, right? So OTM is just like they are buying OTM puts or buying OTM call. It just simply means some players in the markets, they want to gamble for a wide range with direction, or they need insurance for that direction and with a long distance. That's OTM. You know that. And how about ATM? ATM literally add the money. So where is the SPX right now? It's near 67,000, right? So that means ATM is 7,000 right now. How about the players who both ATM call and put? What is the purpose? Okay. ATM is for more speculate, or it's for just very, very, very immediate position. So ATM almost equal to trading futures. You can say that, all right? You can tell the purpose behind it, just like trading future. But of course, it's not really that purpose. But the strike at the money who buy the position for ATM or sell the position for ATM, no matter the direction, long or short, it just means immediate. So that is a most expensive option. ATM is the most expensive option in general, okay? Because it's on the strike. So at the money on the strike, the IV, the gamma, the delta, all the individual elements, it causes the result, which is expensive options. So the premium will be expensive for them. So that's ATM. So how about ITM? Okay. ITM, if you buy ITM option, for example, you buy a call and the minus is ITM, that purpose equals to buying the stock, buying the underlying stock. Why? Because if the options is near the expiration, for example, 0 DTE, the expiration of the 0 DTE is New York time, 4 p.m. So if the time is on the side, no matter down or up, near the close and the ITM position, the options, you can choose to, when the market opens, the option, the call will become the stock. Okay? So that's the result. If the market close, the ITM option, the liquidations, the result of the liquidations, if you're buying a call, it will become the stock. So that's why I said, if you buying ITM options, that equals to sell or buy stock. So you can say, basically, if somebody buying ITM options, they are more conservative for today. Okay, so clear? That's the important understanding behind all the different moneyness. And the last one, the fourth grid, that's all moneyness. Okay, so included OTM, ITM, ATM. So you can see the view in a zoom out perspective. Okay, so it's more comprehensive. Clear? It's clear about the net drift with the 4 different layouts. Oh, Roger. Okay. So, how about the circumstances right now in the market? We can see the OTM, both premium are in the down situation. So it's not really something important information in it. But the ITM here, call premium is richer than put premium. And how about the ATM? The most expensive options. The put premium is a little bit rich than call. So in these 3 grid, what is the combination of the result? ATM showing you, okay, put is a little bit rich than call because just 200k versus 50k. But ITM, it's 2 million versus 0. And OTM is about 800k versus minus 500k. So, what do you see? Or let's say, what does that mean? Actually, you can say in this kind of situations, people, they are not really having the bias for down or up. Why? Because they are showing different information. That's it. So, the most ideal circumstances in the OTM, ITM, ATM premium is 3 of them. Okay, I mean 1, 2, 3. These 3 grid, 3 of them in the same direction. That's the most profitable, or that's the most clear situation. Okay, so it's very clear understanding over here. And this one, the all moneyness with no specific moneyness, this one, we don't really use it to guide yourself, okay? We just need this for a comprehensive perspective, all right? So, following my trades, let's take a short position, okay? Let's do it. You can follow or not, just up to you. This short position, get in the market, right? For what? For trying to catch a direction. But in this kind of situation, we don't really have a direction, right? Because only ATM showing that put is a bit richer, but not OTM, not ITM. So in this case, we are easily to encounter squeeze, which is very bad for short position. So if you have this kind of position in the market in this kind circumstances, what you have to done is cut the position in a certain percentage. For example, I bought a long 5 contract here. I need to cut the position for this kind of situation because I got a squeeze. All right. So that's a trade against the market. So it's not a good trade in risk management perspective. Okay? So if you cut the trades, you will realize the loss, right? So how many contracts you need to cut if you long 5 contracts? Based on the information in whole picture, right now it's a positive DAX. It's positive DAX. It's not really good for a quick move. And in the net drift premium situations, it's not showing any directions in a consistency. They are showing different view, right? So this is totally a bad position. So if you want to cut the position, you need to decide how many position you need to cut. For example, here is a 5 contract. At least you need to cut the position like 50 or 60%. Let's say 3 contracts. So I will buy back 3 contracts. Now it's only left 2 contracts. Why I left it? Why? Because here is 6,700 100. And in the other hand, I will long the NQ for 1. Why is that? Because I'm trying to explain to you. If you only trade direction, you always need to consider the fact of the small probabilities event. So I don't really recommend you to trade such a directional plan in every single day. Why? Because market is not always having direction. So that's back to the strategy. What is the preference of yours strategy? It's a quick trades like 2.5 points or 5 points or 10 points or 20 points. I don't know. You don't know. But you already have such a long experience in the trading, in the positions management. I think you have the preference. So I need you to think about what is the preference. What is the strategy you like? Quick one or slow one? I don't know. But you know. And I need your answer right now. Everyone can answer these questions, but I'm doing this specific for one. Okay. You don't need to delete these message. So you like longer movement. Then, if you have a longer movement, that equal to you are having a situation you need to face, which is you need to wait the time tell you where is the bias in the market in every single hour, or that's say 10 minutes. Why? Because just like I mentioned, in this 4 grid, the premium, if in the same direction, that's the best high probability for winning the trades for directional plan, such as swing or just a rally, a trend. That longer movement. So that's back to the trades right now. I already exit for the trades because I try to explain if you have a direction plan, you will not love to encounter this kind of situation, which is squeeze. So that's why I do the another direction in NQ. All right. So this kind of move, this kind of executions, short MNQ, long NQ in the same time, please don't do it. All right. I just do it for demonstrate. For what? For telling you, if you have a direction plan, please be patient, or you will encounter this kind of situation that will force you to do this kind of hedging movement in profession. So I'm trying to demonstrate this profession movement, but not for you guys trading your own account. Okay? Okay? Is that clear? Okay. So, back to the market right now. What do we have? We have, again, OTN. It's not really moving. How about the ATM? Call premium have a quick drop, and the put premium is keep going up, reach and reach. ATM, call premium and put premium, they both getting cheap. And the comprehensive perspective of the option today, they are just in a separate situation, which is call premium is holding in a certain value, and the put premium as well. So still in this corner, premiums, they don't really showing you the certainty. All right. I always said in the market we don't have certainty. But as you learned until nowadays, option markets, because the market maker, they have to hedging. So in this part of mechanism, they just simply equals to certainty. All right. So how many percentage of certainty? 40%. Why? Because I said before, you already understand. In the future market, in the equity market, there is 40% money flow is coming from the purpose of hedging. For the market makers benefit because they need to be delta neutral. So that's why the delta neutral, the hedging, the mechanism, all of the elements decide the truth, which is we have the certainty coming from the option market. Option markets impact equity and future market. The whole markets are getting impact every day from the market making. All right? That's why we are viewing the situation in the different moneyness for premium. All right? So back to the trades here. If we have 20,000, why? Because 20,000 is the money you have coming from the company. Agree? One account, if you have the combined, you have 20,000. So, what is the standard you need to be? You need to reach the standard. What is the goal? 3,000. Right? So, in fact, you only have 2,000. And the company need you to use it and to win another 3,000. So it's equal to 150%. Right? So, how you deal with it? If you have this kind of task, you have 2,000 coming from company, and they need you to win another 3,000. Equals to 150% growing. How? How to? Okay. Here is the key. The keynote is one. Agree? You can answer it, and you don't need to delete it. That's fine. We need the message record. That's fine. Okay, leave it. So, based on the understanding we are talking, what is the information you learned? What is the information? Which is 3 grids. one direction. So in the table right now, do we have it? Tell me, do we have it? No, right? We are not really having it. So what we need to do? I will ask you, wait, or change plan. What we have to do? Everybody, you can vote for your preference. Right now, we don't have the 3 degrees, one direction. Based on your understanding, what you need to do? You need to wait, or you need to change plan. I would say if you need this job, if you need risk management well, or if you need the stability for long-term thinking, you will choose to wait for sure. Okay? So wait is for longer thinking. Why? Because the truth is, you are not really that mature in the market. I mean, not yet. One day you will, but not yet. So, please, for your self-benefits, follow the trends, trade with the market. That means don't against the market trends. And in your understanding, you understand that option markets have a 40% influence every day, impact equity and futures, impact the whole market, because the mechanism of market making. So if you want to trade with the market and don't against the market, please respect the premium in the 3 grid. Okay? So the trading opportunity will become less, right? The trading opportunity will become less, right? If you agree, please. Okay. Because if the net drift, the premium in every single moneyness, three of them need to be aligned together. That's not the thing every single hour is happening. Even that's not every single day is happening. But although it's last, but it's not that last. Okay. It's more like a 50-50 situation. I mean, the 50-50 of the days, of the hours, or even of the 10 minutes, 50 minutes, 50-50. You trade with the market. So that's why your trading opportunity will become less. Is that clear? I think it's very clear right now. So look at the chart in Nasdaq. Here it's a rally, right? This surge doesn't feel like coming from ATM or ITM, but coming from OTM. What I mean coming from is not equal to. Okay? The coming from means evidence. Okay? It's not equal to. Get it? Okay. It's coming from OTM. So that's very clear in this kind of circumstances. You look at the chart, here's a rally, and in the OTM premium, the call premium have a rally, but not ATM, not ITM. So we have a kind of evidence to explain what happened in the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes. That's all we need to do. Finding the relation between the price appearance. All right, price is just appearance. All right, okay. So I think I'm getting some typo, but anyway, price is just appearance, right? Okay. So the fact behind it, the 40% of the fact, we can check, and we found that OTM drive the market. Okay, that's the way we talk. So back to the trades, back to the charts. Here is a place holding the price, right? if I drawing a rectangle here, that means we are looking for some bounce from the green rectangle. But should I trade? If my plan is just like you said, you prefer longer movements, back to the trade right now, back to the chart. Should I trade? I think no. Why? Please tell me why, based on your understanding from the past 40 minutes. Please tell me why you won't open the position. Your answer is ATM call premium is not growing over put premium, and ITM call premium is falling as well. The three of them are not in sync. Perfect. So you know why you are not getting it for the trades, for the green rectangle. You know why you are not doing this. You know why. Okay. I want to go deeper, go further, talking about the situation right here. Okay? Although, like you said, we don't have the three grid in sync. The three moneyness premium are not going the same bias, but I want to go further, talk about the green rectangle over here. I also want to know when the price touch the green rectangle in the last 5 minutes over here. I mean here. What did you think? Did you think it will bounce? Or did you think it will fail and break out to downside? bounce downward. Which one? In the green rectangle and in the green arrow area, when the last 5 minutes the touching point happened and we are having the premium situation over here, what did you think? Please tell me. Did you think it will bounce, or did you think it will go downward? Okay, you can think and answer. What did you think in the last 5 minutes over here? I will wait, don't worry. Your answer is, I think the probability of closing is high because positive max gags is at 67.30, then price has a wall at that level. Okay, that's your questions. That's the answers for these questions. So that's the thing you are thinking. You were thinking. The informations you have here when the market's touching here. But let's do the fact check. Tell me again. Answer the questions. Based on your understanding from the last 1 hour, the price going up for a long run, it's a rally, and we just did the fact check. What is the evidence? Who driving the price? Or let's say who seems driving the price? Price is just a appearance. Who caused the appearance based on what we have in system? Tell me. Your answer is the evidence shows that the rally was mainly due to increase in call premium from OTM option. Good. So that's what you learned. So do you remember we said I want to go further, talk about the green rectangle over here? Yes, you remember. In the background, when we have the green rectangle over here, in the background, although we know we are not having the same bias in all these three grid premium, but we have observed, we know the observations result is okay. OTM call premium seems drive the market, drive the price. So, back to the 10 minutes ago, we have a good understanding about who drive the appearance, who drive the markets, who drive the price. So, I want to go further, talk about. You said you prefer longer movement. Let's look at it. If I switch the chart from 2000 tick to 100 tick, because right now it's 2000 tick, I will show you. Here is 2000 tick. Here, right? So we have 2000 tick chart, and we cannot say that is a long-term trade. It's not a long duration, right? It's not long. But how about I switch the chart to 100 tick? Does this trend look longer? Tell me. All right. So it does look longer. I will surprisingly give you a period in here. Why? Because I show you how to construct for yourself. I show you how to realize your plan without what? Without deviate from your preference. Clear? So, you prefer long movements. It's not a problem. Even you prefer short movement. It's not a problem either. Because the key of the risk management is understand the circumstances. What is it right and now? So it's a quick dip, right? But it's gap up. So in this small time frame, let's say small time frame, okay? Because it's 100 tick. In this small time frame, we are having a good place to hold your small movement. But in bigger perspective of tick, the undulations, it's not big. All right? So it's very important to understand what I said. Okay? So I'm showing you another good thing. Ta-da! It's what I just did. Same place. For what? For and Q. So it doesn't matter what's the trades you did or what's the trades I did. It doesn't matter. The only thing you need to have is how to deal with risk management. How to deal with your system. What do you have? You have every moneyness. And you can tell yourself what is the circumstances in different moneyness. Different moneyness representing different purpose. And you'd have decks. They can build a very good clarity for understand what is the nature of the movement gonna be. And we have open interest to tell ourselves what is the result coming from yesterday, because open interest is coming from yesterday close. That equals means what is the will, what is the purpose, what is the thoughts they have when the market closed yesterday. So basically, we are finished the speech. Alright, speech. Let's say speech, that's okay. We basically finished the speech, finished the lecture for you today for understand how to read the different moneyness, premium of the moneyness, and how to construct your thinking thought process. What's the progress, and how to make the process, and how to how to guide yourself not to deviate from your preference. All right, we can continue talking. So please, if you have any questions or topic or issue you need to discuss with me, please feel free to do it. But before that, let me to cook a coffee, okay? Okay, see you around 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, okay? Guys, everyone, see you around in 5 minutes. Okay, so any topic? I mean, specific for Juan. Or you? You can speak. That's totally fine. You can speak with your microphone. Is that all good? You can try that. Perhaps it's not a problem if you if you want to try. Wait a minute. Okay, try again.
Now.
That's good. That's clear.
So for the last trade you did, that doesn't apply to my strategy, right? Like you were explaining that level, that green level.
Mm-hmm.
If price touches again, that might be a good entry point. But based on the data we have in front of us, which is that the three OTM, ITM, ATM are not synchronized, then this trade wouldn't apply to my strategy. Am I right? Do you understand what I meant?
Not totally. Try again. Or you can type the sentence in the core concept. The questions you have here is, you did these traits at the end, but you are showing me to wait until the 3 OTM, ITM, ATM, yeah, 3 money. Go in sync. So that trait wouldn't apply to this strategy, even if the Gex and Dex are clearly positive. Do you remember when we just start live streaming today? We are talking about 3 different moneyness, right? Let me type it for you. Do you remember this is New York time, okay? Okay. And then remember we are talking about your preference. And then remember I said "20 tick charts versus 100 tick charts." Okay. So you remember everything. So try again. What's your questions? Try again. Because I think this one questions is not really telling what you want to ask. I think it's not really telling the whole story. So please try again. What's your question? No worries. Take your time. Take your time, don't worry. We can talk. Try your best to define your topic. No problem, you can have it. I can just sit here. It can be a good way to talk because we keep this conversation, right? Because we are having the most barely in the same tone, okay? So I think the frequency here is quite aligned up together, so we can sit here and just wait for your organize. we already spent 1 hour and a half together to align the frequency. So no worries, just take your time to organize the topic or the questions you want. All for you. Last week I already done 5 days, 5 trading days. So people in here, who speak Chinese already have the consecutive 5 trading days information, so no worry about them. Just need to do our stuff here.
Sorry, Ryan, can I ask a question?
You can wait.
Sure.
After Juan, please.
Okay.
Or you can just type. Because you got time, so you can type. Take your time. Okay, you said in the beginning you cut the position of N and Q when you got squeezed. Then you long a and Q. You mentioned we should not do this kind of execution. Then my question is, how do you recommend thinking about cutting size, flattening in these strategy? What strategy? Sorry, what strategy? Could you give me the certain definitions about the strategy you mentioned? Sorry, because I'm not really understand what is the strategy you are talking about. Okay, here you can. Oh, sorry, it's for Rick. After Juan, I will answer Rick. So yeah. Okay, so you finally finished the line. You said, okay, let's see. You said, what I mean, I would like to know how you think about setting a stop loss when the situation arrives of call puts item growing together. First, I answered this sentence. Stop loss to me is never a certain price level. Okay, that's my answer. Next, until now, I was oftentimes trading at 100 tick using 2.5 point with 8.5 point stop loss, but I never really knew if stop loss should be fixed based in time or there needs to be another way of thinking about it. One of my greatest problem is to manage losses, keep them as small as possible. Okay, so Hon, let me say something. Today, since market open, the practical demonstration I did today, those were all guided in a storytelling manner. Okay, so therefore, don't take any part of the context. What you should learn and observe is how I use storytelling within the system to serve my own purpose. The purpose is risk management. What I want you to understand is that the system won't always perfectly display everything. Just like all the 3 types of moneyness premium. Exactly the way you want, okay? Instead, during your operation, you need to examine within the system what is the driving force behind the price behavior, the appearance of price. At the same time, of course, the best scenario is when everything in system is positive, everything bullish, right? Who don't want that kind of market, right? So you need to realize that I am not teaching you when to enter or exit the market. I'm teaching you how to use the system to align with your own objectives and preferences. And another things you need to know, the first position I built today was intentionally done to show you how a trader should handle a situation like that when we are in an unfavorable position. So please don't over-analysis, all right? Please don't over-analyze it or think that it's a kind of trade you should learn or you should make. During the demonstration in the first hour, I also explained that it was a bad trading decision. I hope you remember that. Okay, so that's the thing I want to tell you. And back to your questions here. You build the questions here for 30 minutes and I will answer you again. I never set a stop loss at a certain level. Okay? My stop loss only happened when the market data change and against me. That means I only trade when the system, when the markets, when the data are easy to trade for me. Why? Because it's so important. So important. Because if I trade with markets, I don't need to always nervous or be so much having so much anxiety and thinking, oh shit, where I should stop loss. You know? So trade with market is very important. So that's my answer to this one. Next sentence you said, until now I was often trading. Okay. All things, all decision can be adjusted. All right? You don't need to stuck in it. You don't need to stuck in it. Try to think why I am doing the things today. Just like I said, how I use system to do the storytelling for myself, for my purpose, for my risk management, because system is the language. All right? So don't take me wrong. I am teaching you, like I said, I'm showing you how to use the system to serve your own purpose. All right? So don't stuck in it. Don't stuck in 2.5, 5 point anyway. That's your preference. That's your preference. You need to know what's your preference. All right? So don't just use the same strategy and forever. You need to think about yourself. Do you feel comfortable about it, or you just need to step back and learn the system, how to use the system to let yourself trade with market? Okay, so that's the okay. I think that's all. That's all. So I will post you again what I said, because in the past 30 minutes I write it down because I need you to remember this. All right? And PS, I write all it down. And PS, okay, that's all. That's the day. Okay. I hope you learn, and I think you learn a lot about the whole thing, because yeah. change the way to use try to monetize it. Okay, try to monetize it. System is your only language. Don't just don't stuck in it. Just don't stuck in anything, right? Just like today, I just do the storytelling, because if you do the storytelling within the system, you are equal to do the risk management so well. All right, so that's the day, guys. Have a good one.